What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Castlevania. This is Symphony of the Night, and the song is called Rainbow Cemetery, requested by Stormfall over on Patreon. Thank you. So really quickly before I get started, I'm actually going to be playing this game for the very first time in a couple weeks. It's going to be right there. Well, that's where the VODs will be, but I'll be on Twitch live at Uncle Jesse. You can see the VOD page and all the schedule and all that. So I'm excited. I've never played a Castlevania. I've always wanted to, and Symphony of the Night is always one that captured my attention because I grew up with a PlayStation, so I always saw the box art everywhere. And you know, considering it's spooky month now, I figured it would be a cool game to play. But also, the songs I have heard from it have been amazing, and I love Michiru Yamane from Skullgirls, so I can't wait to hear her at her, I guess, prime with the Castlevania series. So I'm excited. Rainbow Cemetery, kind of short, but until it be sometimes. I am excited for this. Let's go. Oh, the bass. Arpeggios. Just following the chord progression. Dude, that bass is so sick. Gosh, she's so good. She's such a good composer. Whoa. I love the hand percussion, adding that kind of like, I don't know what to call that. There's so many layers going on right now. Oh man, that piano is crazy. Oh, it's almost over. No! Oh, it's the loop. Oh my god, dude. So it's been so long since I've checked out Castlevania, and Castlevania has always been one of those games that I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when I started doing these music reactions from video games, there's a few names that I really wanted to dive into, and that's pretty much anything Nintendo. So like your Kirby's, your Pokemons and all that. Some Sonic stuff that I missed out on. And Castlevania. You know, I never experienced Castlevania. The only experience I have with Castlevania before this channel and hearing the music was a video from the Angry Video Game Nerd like 10 years ago, probably longer. And the song Bloody Tears, which that song is just so famous that I've heard it before. I don't know where, to be honest. I don't know where I heard it, but it's just one of those songs that kind of like transcends the game it comes from. So It's like such an iconic line. And now that I think about it, I really have no idea where I heard that first. But either way, everyone has heard like Bloody Tears is what I'm saying. And Vampire Killer. Those two songs I always kind of just heard like throughout my life. Anyways, so when I started hearing Castlevania music, here, I haven't heard many. I still have heard maybe like 5 or something, like just a very small number. I don't know how many. And there's one thing that always comes to mind, and that's just not what I expected from the series at all. And it's not just this game, it's from the other ones too. Like they have like this kind of emphasis on more of a beat, almost like a dancing type of beat. But either way, regardless, a beat and a sort of danceability to it and this kind of rhythm that's grooving pretty hard. When I thought of Castlevania, I always just figured the sound would be like completely, you know, like organ, Dracula, and just very, very like cliche gothic stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what I just envisioned. Like I see that when I think castles and, you know, whatever's going on here. That's the first thing that always came to mind. But since it's not, I'm sure there are songs like that. There's like little hints of that. From what I've noticed is the music is not what I thought, but the sound effects in it kind of are. You know, like you have these kind of creepy noises and these sort of like dissonant piano chords that are like do-do-do-do-do, like in this one. So it adds to the whole effect, but overall, like I really dig the groove of it. You know, like it's just not what I expected, and I already love grooves, and it's making me that much more excited to play it because I was already curious on playing this game for years, but hearing the music, it makes me like twice as excited. Cause I'm like, oh, now I really can like look forward to this. I still have never seen a stage or anything. I might have seen like a screenshot here and there, but like I pretty much know nothing about Castlevania or Symphony of the Night. I don't know if I'm going in a wrong order. I don't really care either. I just kind of always heard the name Symphony of the Night, which is a dope name, by the way. Now this song, Rainbow Cemetery. So as soon as the song starts, it has this outdoorsy sound, which is pretty fitting. It sounds like a cemetery at night, just going. But that wind sound, which was really a nice touch, it kind of turned into like synths. You know, once the song started, there was like these really long synth chords that were kind of emulating the sound in my head, at least. They were kind of painting the picture of that wind. The wind effect is gone, but now you just hear. And then, of course, the main melody you hear underneath all of that, or above all that, is those chord progressions, but arpeggiated. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I'm not going to like dive into music theory too much, but it's just something that you may have not noticed. Very basic, fundamental music theory. Every time you hear an arpeggio or like lead lines like that, it's just the chords underneath separated. So every time you hear the little, if you hear those individual notes, you know, torn apart, you get you get that. So it always works together too when you have the chord and the arpeggio together, because you can hear it like very related. So it had that creepy sort of, you know, arpeggios have this sound to them like that, where they sound like, I guess the closest thing I can compare it to would be like a spider. You know, if we're going spooky, like it'd be like spider legs, like, very creepily crawly. And the bass was really good in this one. From what I've noticed in this composer, who's so amazing, by the way, dude. Remember, I heard Skullgirl's music first, and she's part of that soundtrack, among others, but she's part of it. And some of my favorite songs in that soundtrack are from her. And one thing I've always noticed is the bass always delivers in the stuff she makes, and it almost has like a distorted, like, kind of funky sound. I love it. What really caught my attention with this game was Wandering Ghosts. And there's another one, I forgot its name. It's like a kind of a heavy metal one. I can't remember its name right now, but I reacted to it. Tragic Prince, I think. Pretty sure. But that could be another Castlevania, but yeah, it's just, there's so many cool layers, you know. Even though that was only less than 3 minutes, there's so much going on, right? We had the little electronic kick throughout the whole song, boom, boom, boom. But on the left side, we have this hand percussion. For some reason, hand percussion just works so well with this atmosphere of this spookiness, right? It just fits. Like it's like you're almost like crawling through a forest or something. It's this sort of, I don't know, hand percussion to me always sounded more on the kind of chaotic, evil side of music, even though it's not. It's very just natural piece of like material. It always has this sort of engaging sound effect to me, and it works so well here. And then finally is the piano. It showed up twice. Once where it was like kind of just out of nowhere and very dissonant, very haunting. And then the second time was at the very end, where now it was kind of more in line with the rest of the song. And I wish it was. As soon as I heard that second one, I was like, oh no, I think this is like probably going to end here, and it was, unfortunately. So don't know what Rainbow Cemetery is, but I'm assuming that is a stage. I'm probably not going to look at too many comments when these videos go up because I don't want to get spoiled. I'm very, very adamant about spoilers since I've made it these many years without playing certain games or knowing certain scenarios. I like just not knowing anything. So, I mean, you guys can say whatever you want. I just may not see it for like a month. But I'm super excited. And I still have more. I have more Castlevania Symphony of the Night requests. I'm excited. Not too many more. Maybe like 2 or something. So that was fantastic. It was just in line with the other ones that I really like. And once again, cheap plug, it'll be right here, Hey Uncle Jesse on Twitch, and on the VOD page, which is there, or the Discord, the schedule will be up. And that's pretty much it. So I'm excited. Happy spooky month. That was Rainbow Cemetery. Thank you, Stormfall, and thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. I will see you over there. And if not, then just happy Halloween. Peace.